Joining me now on In the Middle is grade 6 English teacher, Mrs. Kendra Hart. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I admire you so much. How long have you been teaching?
This is my 35th year.
35th year. The reason I say I admire you so much is the passion, the energy, the smile you bring every day 35 years in.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if I'm going to have that. I'm not sure.
You will.
I hope to. And being surrounded by creative people helps that. But amazing thing, whether it's teaching or any type of career, to be that far in and come in and feel fresh and try new things. That's why I was very excited to have you on. So I'm going to jump in. I prepared some questions for you. Okay. So without trying to give away any age or anything, when and where did you begin teaching?
I started in Norton.
Started in Norton?
Yeah, I graduated from Wheaton College.
Okay.
And I had done a work study working in the office of the high school.
Yeah.
Then started to take some education classes. Actually did my student teaching at the high school. Got my first job at the high school because there was an English teacher who was taking a year off.
Yeah.
And then when she came back, the 8th grade position opened up at the middle school and just never left.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That just everything from Wheaton right here in Norton.
Yeah, and it's funny because I had a parent at parent-teacher conferences, and she said to me, you know, I feel like I know you.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And she's like, ever since, Meet the Teachers, and I feel like I know you somehow. She goes, and I said, well, what do you do? And she said, I'm in physical therapy. And I said, well, I've had physical therapy, but I haven't had you. And I said, did you grow up in Norton? And she said, yeah. And I said, did you have me as a teacher? Did you have me as Miss Duffy? And she's like, oh, that's it. That's how I know you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow.
I have a lot of parents now. Yeah.
Nice. What do you remember your salary when you started way back here in Norton?
Yes, I do. Only because I wanted to get my own apartment.
Okay.
And I remember my father saying to me, you can either have the apartment or you can eat, but you can't have both. And I said, I'll take the apartment. It was $13,200.
That was the annual salary?
That was the annual salary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the only reason why I remember that.
Yeah. Have you taught different grades? Obviously, you said you were an 8th grade teacher. Now you're currently doing 6th grade. Any other grades or things or subjects that you might have
I've done
taught?
6th through 12.
Okay.
I did 8th grade for about 16 years.
Yeah.
I did 7th grade only for 1 year. I did the Gifted and Talented program when they had it in 2 separate segments.
Yeah. Okay.
And way back in the day, we used to also teach U.S. history because we all taught one class of history.
Okay.
So when I was in 8th grade.
All right. Now, it seems like you've been, kind of laser focused since you were a young woman and, you've been in this career. What was the backup plan to teaching, or was there one?
I was going to star on Broadway.
Star on Broadway?
I was. I went to school. I went to Wheaton. I was an English drama major. And I really just did the education because they had it as a minor, but you could get certified.
Yeah.
So that was my backup plan. If the theater didn't work, I got accepted to Emerson School for graduate school.
Yeah.
But by that time, I had already done my student teaching, and I really loved teaching.
Yeah. So my question was kind of backwards. Teaching was the backup plan.
It was the backup plan until I started
plan.
taking education classes, and then I got involved with I started to direct the senior class plays at the high school while I was student teaching, and one thing led to another, and it all just sort of gelled together.
Yeah, kind of put all those kind of passions together.
Exactly.
So you're in the backup, year 35 of the backup
plan, yeah. So I may still go to Broadway. I don't know.
Okay.
Who knows?
Yep. Do you have a favorite author?
Oh, I have a lot of favorite authors. My favorite book is Pride and Prejudice. I love Stephen King books. There's so many great authors out there today.
Yeah, absolutely. If your life was turned into a movie,
oh, Lord.
Who plays you? Who do you cast?
Who plays me? I would either love Meryl Streep or Sandra Bullock.
Yep.
Because I love Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side, so that tough, gritty character. Yeah. I love her. So
okay,
one of those.
So we'll have to see Sandra Blonde.
Yes.
Okay. You've been here a long time. We just covered that, 34, 35 years. Any professional mentors that you have or that stood out to you coming up that you had in the Norton school system? Maybe some old-time teachers that might
I
stand
had
out?
some old-time teachers that set me off on a very good path. I
Okay.
had, I had B. Smith and Jackie Tosick and Grace Kiernan and Jane Clancy, and they were great. And I can remember when I was student teaching, Grace Kiernan was the head of the English department at the high school and had been there forever, and she was tough. And I remember we were sitting in the book room, which was our teacher's room back then.
Yeah.
And I remember saying something to her, Miss Cannon, something. She goes, Kendra, when are you going to call me Grace? And I said, probably never.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had some great mentors. And then teams that I worked with, I always try to learn something from the people I'm working with. So.
Yeah, I'm sure we've got a lot of young, up-and-coming teachers who hopefully will be in Norton for a long time, but definitely have a long, successful career ahead of them for sure.
I hope so.
And I'm sure they're looking at you as a valuable mentor, which is why I put that question in, just seeing, where do, you're a veteran of the staff, you're still learning, you're a great role model. For me, love having someone who has that experience, who models, I'm getting better, I'm doing growth mindset.
Oh, thank you.
Not only to the kids, but themselves.
Yeah.
So I know if this show won't be running that long, but down the road, I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of staff who 20 years out is going to say, I worked with a fantastic person, Kendra Hart.
Thank you.
So how are kids in your current class, maybe the one you just left or the one you're going to, like the kids in your very first class when you were making $13,000, and how are they different?
That's a good question. Probably the like is easiest. I've always found kids are enthusiastic if you present things in an enthusiastic way.
Yeah,
if you're excited
absolutely.
about what you're teaching, if you really want to get an idea across to them, they feel that. And they get excited about learning. How they're different, probably the technology end of it. They have so many more things open to them in ways to present things and learn things and do things. It's exciting. It's an exciting time.
Yeah, it is an exciting time. So that enthusiasm that's always been there with 12-year-olds, still there today, was there back when you were making $13,000, and the difference is the tools and how you tap into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome. What teacher in the school would you pick to be your amazing race partner, and why? You can pick any teacher to pair up with.
Oh, geez. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but
okay, there's a lot. Well, just
there
give
is
me
a
one
lot.
of many.
All right, there is many. I don't know. Definitely Lisa Gracia would be good because she's a camper and an outdoor person, and she's quick. She has those math skills, so she would counter all of my weaknesses. So
she would be a good person.
She would be good, but there's a lot of other good ones too. So yeah.
Okay. Favorite thing to do during the summer?
During the summer, just enjoy not having to make lunches and enjoy my kids and walking the dog and just the everyday things. Just life, just life on a slower pace is what I try.
Not run
treasure.
by the next lesson.
Exactly, or
next
have to be
test.
somewhere. Or, that almighty schedule that you have to follow so many times.
Okay, you're an ELA teacher. What's your favorite word?
Well, it's funny you ask this question because I like words that I always say to the kids that it sound like roller coasters, like parallelogram.
Okay. So
I just like words like that.
Okay, I'm not even going to attempt to say it because I'll flub it up right here. And we're coming up on Thanksgiving, so I've been asking the guest that's been on the show today, what are you thankful for?
Oh, I'm thankful for being able to do a job that I really love. I'm thankful for my family. I adore my family. There's so much support there. Really proud of my kids. That was probably my biggest things.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that I can come to work and look forward to the day. I'm glad I'm not like, I have to go to work. There are days, everybody has those days, but I really like what I do. I really like what I do.
Yeah, as evident, you don't stay 35 years in a town, any town, if you're not really committed and passionate about what you do.
Right.
It was clear to me when I first came here, I'm in my fourth year now, that's gone by quick, my 3-4 years, but it was clear to me that you were a passionate teacher who was coming here and enjoyed working, and I think it's contagious. I think it's contagious in your lessons and your coworkers.
I hope so.
Now, you may have noticed I have this box on the table.
The scary box, yeah.
The scary box. And all week you've heard me, I've been making announcements telling students that you would be on the show and that they could ask a question and that I would choose some questions to be read on the air. Well, we had a lot of kids submit, about 25.
Okay.
For a first time thing, I was very happy with that. And I've chosen 2 questions. So these are from students.
Okay.
The first question is from Brooklyn LaValle.
Okay.
What is your most embarrassing moment as a teacher?
Most embarrassing moment, probably back in the day when we had everything attached to cords, and I literally fell over a cord, bam, right in front of everybody.
Right down.
Right down.
Right down.
Out.
Okay, we're getting rid of those cords.
Yes.
Technology is great. Wireless is great. Wi-Fi. Okay, so hopefully that one's in the past.
Let's
Thank you,
hope so.
Brooklyn, for that question. And this question comes from Sophia Kershaw.
Okay.
And she wants to know, why are you so cool?
Oh, that's nice. You know, my kids don't think I'm cool. And I say to them all the time, they'll say to me, Mom, that's so lame. I'm like, no, you know what? I'm the cool one at school. I am cool.
Now you have proof.
I know.
Watch it.
I'm going to
She
keep
did it.
this.
She's
You
proof.
know, I think the kids keep you young and keep you in a good frame of mind.
Yeah.
So, you know, you just sort of feed off of their energy.
So cool is happy.
Cool is for me. All right, for me, cool is happy. Yeah, definitely.
Cool is being happy.
Definitely.
All right, Sophia Kershaw, thank you for your question. Keep submitting questions. Love reading them. Kids come up with the best questions, usually the best answers in class also.
That's true.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank you for coming on the show today. We've had a good time learning more about you, and hopefully our viewers learning more about Mrs. Hart. 35 years in,
35.
still happy and smiling.
Still staying. Thank you.
Thank you very much.